Listen.
Am I already recording? Okay, I am. All right, guys, I'm recording this planning, and you're not even there. Hold on, I'll do it over here. I'm recording it for my class, just so you know, for my class. Here's your free work.
You need to be a training to take for
Okay, and your do now is going to choose a day. You're gonna designate your day. How do you guys choose actually? You're gonna read the lesson activity for the day. You're gonna highlight the student and teacher actions, and on a sticky note, you're going to write a language objective, using at least one of the 8 instructional priorities that we discussed in PLC. We're at PLC where we talked about all the instructional priorities. So refresher, that's time, pair, share, 521, Q triple SA, and stop and jot. And then be prepared to share. What a ball toss activity. I realized I didn't do that with the other teachers. I'm gonna try to do it with you guys. That's a really fun activity. Our goal for today, you're gonna identify opportunities for students to participate in an interactive anchor chart and ways to add fluently. Your language, you're going to talk about ways to encourage students to discourse and increase interaction during a think, pair, and share activity. Your success criteria, we're going to create an interactive anchor chart today using district resources and ensure that materials and activities are aligned with TEKS. With the TEKS. Okay. So let's look at our document real quick and let's do a week at a glance. And I'll have you guys choose a day. We have a test on Friday. And tomorrow, just kidding, it's tomorrow. Halloween, we have a test. And then Monday, you start your new unit, which is what we unpacked today. And we're starting addition and subtraction 22 next week. You have your chapter opener and your pre-test on Monday. Did I give you guys? I did not.
We have a pre-test?
Yes, the pre-test, and that's in your math workbook.
Oh, yeah.
The pre-test.
Okay. That's
and then you have Tuesday, we don't have school for election day. And then Wednesday, this is all printed funny. I'm so sorry, y'all. Like it's just printed. Wednesday, you start with ways to add fluently. And then Thursday, you continue with ways to add fluently. And then Friday, you continue with ways to add fluently.
No, this morning, when we used the number bond in a different way, is that supposed to coincide with this, or is that next?
Refresh, what was today? You guys had a review today.
Right, but I've never used the number bond in that direction to actually separate one of the acts. We were making groups of 10.
You're talking about when we unpacked this morning?
Yeah, when we unpacked.
Or you're talking about what you did in your classroom this morning?
Yeah, when we unpacked here.
Okay, yeah, so that's gonna be a part of that.
That's what I'm saying, that's, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought I had missed something, that's. No, and it's, in strategy.
No, okay, we are going to today talk about Wednesday, Thursday, Friday mostly. Right, so I'll have Ms. Hubbard, do you mind looking through Wednesday? Mr. Zwaga, you can take Thursday, and Ms. Lindsay, Ms. O, you guys can work together on Friday. Okay. Again, you are going to highlight teacher and student actions, and your lesson plan, or the verbiage for your lesson plan is the 2 paragraphs that you'll see at the front of your, or right underneath your language objectives. And then on the sticky note, you're going to write a language objective using at least one of the 8 instructional priorities. Silent solo, I'm going to give y'all about 10 minutes. Also look at the visual. Because change. You're gonna write, notice it's blank on here, yeah, we're gonna write our own.
We can write on here, you want.
You can speak in writing.
This is fine, right, okay.
We're all gonna share out. Hey, when you guys are done writing your language objective, just please stand up so I know. We're ready to mark.
We're using, well.
Yeah, you can use no cards or sticky notes, whichever.
Oh,
I'm gonna go get a little thing on this. Okay. Okay, so ball pass, but yeah, I played it a lot with my kids in the classroom. So just background, I used to teach second, then I looped with them in third, then I looped with them to fourth grade. But for a while, I was in second grade until I found a really good group of kids and I cheated and kept them for 3 years. I locked my class. So I didn't get any surprises. I mean, I had a few, but you know. Okay, so anyways, the point is you toss a ball, or in this case, we're gonna toss this little friend here, and if you have it, you're the only person that's allowed to speak. So when you talk about with the kids, you're like, only if you're holding this, you can talk, you know, you can jazz it up or whatnot. And then I also tell the kids, you have to call their name before they toss it, and you have to make sure they're tracking you, because you just don't want to throw it, and then they're not paying attention, you get popped in the face. And then they laugh. Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, who had Monday? No, who had Wednesday? Okay. Okay, all right. So you're just gonna share what you wrote as your language objective. Okay, right. You go right next to me. I didn't even talk. Okay, go ahead.
I can listen and discuss strategies to add using doubles and number bonds with my elbow partner in a turn and talk activity.
Okay, you said you're gonna listen and discuss strategies to add
using doubles and number bonds with my elbow partner in a turn and talk activity.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you have two skills, listening and talking,
Mhm.
and your activity is to turn and talk, which they will both listen and talk. Okay, awesome. Next one. I made it easy for y'all. I'll just pass it around.
Okay, I will practice my language by discussing with my partner how to identify the whole and the parts in a story problem. On the activity think per share and the sentence thing in this story, the parts are blank, and the whole is blank.
What was the activity you usually do?
Think per share.
You're gonna do a think, pair, and share.
The time is think per and
Yeah.
another. Is it the same?
Think, that's time parachute.
That's
Is
yeah.
that-
No, but another one is
Similar.
think. It's similar. It's the
Yeah, as long as
same
it's
concept.
I would be able to share with my partner how I can add on during a write and share activity.
Okay. How to add on during a write and share activity, okay. So would you do after they write and share, they could put it in that's technically the same as a stop and
Right.
shot.
But I wasn't here for that one.
Oh,
So,
Okay. Okay, so stop and jot is this one says here, you ask an open-ended question, you give them 30 seconds to think about it, then they have 2 minutes to write it down, and then they have 2 minutes to share. So very similar to what you said,
okay,
but you can call the activity as a stop and jot.
okay.
But you're specifically making sure you give them enough time to think, write, and share.
So do you want us to actually use the title of that strategy? I have started saying stop and jot.
Yeah.
Do you want us to say?
Yeah, these are all PSYOP activities.
Right.
That you can also use.
She doesn't have a post.
I told Miss Evelyn, she said they were supposed to be in here, when we came, they weren't in here, and then I.
You know what
asked.
happened? There's 2 posters right outside. I think one of them was supposed to be yours. Don't worry, I can find
Okay.
you. I'll get you one. I'll get you one. Okay.
Mine was gonna be the same thing with the stop and jot.
Okay, go ahead, Rena.
With it's not too detailed, but just sharing through what I was gonna do was show a problem like one of the ones that would be in our
Slides.
side. Yes,
Uh-huh.
thank you. And then just having them turn and talk with the partner, but then also giving them sticky notes so they can write their answer and put it on the stop and jot.
Okay.
Read what you wrote because it's good. Read good.
Girl.
And she got
Well,
my handwriting.
All right, go ahead, read it.
But it also said share through a turn and talk, explaining their thinking and how to problem solve a problem. So whatever problem that's on there for them to see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you could reword that as
Yeah.
the student will share, will explain their thinking on how to problem solve a problem through a turn and talk and stop and jot, because you said you're gonna have them right, or you can just pick one. Activities.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a bit, because I always try to get a feel on how the kids are doing. Sometimes they need to get some, and sometimes they need extra time to talk.
And look,
I just realized I got 4
so
answers.
this isn't, this isn't really my world.
Yeah.
The language of the ESL specialist can help you
Yeah.
more with that, but just based off my experience, you just have to make sure it's in kid-friendly language.
Mhm.
You identify the skill
Mhm.
and that you have an activity,
Mhm.
okay? And another thing, if they are going,
And speaking here, I think some of that like.
Speaking,
Here.
right,
Mhm.
and
Right.
if you are having them speak or write, then a following sentence must have like something about what words they're gonna use, so vocabulary words they're gonna use, or what sentence stems they're gonna use. Okay, and even with listening and reading, I did it as well. I was like, you're gonna listen for this vocabulary or the sentence stem, you're gonna read this vocabulary or the sentence stem. So as long as you tie the vocabulary and sentence stems in there. Okay. We'll work on that some more. We'll work
I
on
like
that
your eye
some more.
ready,
Well,
So cute.
especially if you're a fidgety person too.
Oh,
The court. So we'll work on that some more and then I'll have us back in court work with you guys as well. But I'm glad we got that practice done. Okay, so now you all have a day, right? You're going to create an interactive anchor chart for that day you are assigned to. Miss Lindsay and Miss O, you are partner.
Mhm.
So we're gonna take some 5 minutes silence so to internalize if you need it, but if you're already ready to create an anchor chart, you can go ahead and do that, but I'm giving you guys about 10 minutes to create an anchor chart with peer support. That means you can work, like, talk to each other. Like I had Miss Reyes stopped what she was doing, walked over to Miss Fernandez and was like, oh, I like that. And then she included it in her stuff. So you can definitely collaborate during this process. And then we're gonna take 15 minutes to share, hopefully during a think pair share activity, or we could keep up the little tossing on my friend here. All right, that is what we're doing for the rest of Annie. I have anchor charts. Did they take my anchor charts? Oh, they're right here. Oh, the other one's already. Wow, okay, there's one left here. How did that happen? Oh, that's right, I had planning when, and then we had the intermediate planning. I will get you guys more anchor charts, there's more. I promise, there's more. Let's get started, I'm gonna go grab some more real quick.
That's what I said. See it now.
Yeah, I know.
So that means I'm the same exact thing.
Yes, still continuous.
Like use their sticky.
It's continuous.
Fill it in.
Continuous.
But if you're talking, they can, stop it.
You have to solve the numbers.
Okay, I took
I
some.
don't know, but should I focus on-
Oh, you.
That's okay, we have
I
a.
am- What are you? Wednesday.
It's problem solving.
Yeah, but should we focus on
Really don't.
I know it is.
Yeah.
Like,
We're free to talk about it before you guys go into your anchor chart.
he's gonna get Wednesday.
And Wednesday is somewhere over here. I have the problem solving.
It's over.
I think it was a story.
In this story, are we still doing counting on Thursday?
Counting on Thursday?
So it's Wednesday and Thursday counting on?
I believe so, and then there is, after that, it's, yeah, because there's counting on and then there's counting on the number line. Our number trainer. And then Friday, you're making a group of 10.
Okay, counting on. And we're gonna start to do problem solving? Do I see a lot of problem solving?
Yeah, there's gonna be story problems embedded in the slides.
Story problem, okay.
So you'll have some with just bare numbers, like the hands-on activity for Friday, that's 9 + 3, but then the one before that is a story problem. So it's all gonna be mixed and then.
Mixed.
Yeah,
Now it's,
yeah.
and the lights are
Huh?
showing that, right?
And the what?
But
The slide,
the-
yeah,
the
yeah,
light
the slides, yeah,
has
I
some-
can walk you through it. I know it's like orange paper. Here, let me show you guys how it looks when you're in lesson plans. Alright, anchor charts are ready, guys, when you guys, we'll start whenever you're ready. Okay, if there's a wall there, your question was.
It's not,
So.
no, that is Thursday, then Thursday. Ah,
So yes, they are counting on. Using. Number, I call it number trainer, number line. This one, they're creating a story to match this number sentence. Okay, it's all, like mixed, like you have story problems given, you have your numbers, and you have them generating a story problem as well. But yeah, your
Oh, but,
strategy still
okay,
focusing on.
that person we should focus on counting on.
Your Thursday, are you Thursday?
Yes, Thursday, with a number line.
Hmm.
That's my question because, I
Well,
should
let's see what you see.
create a problem and then like to do the.
Well, what do you think your students need the most? What do you think they're gonna?
No, it's great that they do everything. Because I think
Because-
when things connected to real world problems make more sense to it.
Okay. So you could do a real world story problem.
Real world and to
And
solve
then to solve it, it could be on a number line.
line.
I don't know what's happening here. Is it just me? Oh, just kidding. What bottom of the arrow? Okay, well, we'll just do this. Okay, so it starts here. Then you have one with the number bar. So if you want to use one of these tries of story problem, instead of just having bare numbers, you can create a story
Yeah,
problem.
okay.
By or Did that help? Yeah, because I know he always loves relating it to a story problem, regardless of how the problem looks like. If it's very numbers, it's always related to. Yeah.
Stories.
Now I'm gonna make one. I can leave it here. Let me get you another anchor chart.
I thought we were doing it together.
Yeah, I know, but I want you guys to walk away.
Oh,
with
like
an
you
anchor
did.
chart for yourself to use. for
Okay.
class.
You're like, you
I mean, you work together, y'all can talk to each other, bounce off ideas. But I want you guys to have your own, so you can use it in your classroom.
Okay.
Go with the other stuff. We've had. More space, y'all need more markers? Need markers, markers. That one, you better run some.
What you were saying about. I'm saying, GT friends. We trying to do this. Yeah, you can do it.
Friday, right?
Okay.
Are you deciding which one you wanna use?
Yeah.
I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which is what we had. In that problem, yeah. So yeah, maybe this one. So interactive, you can draw the 4. 10 frames. But instead of drawing those in, you could use sticky notes, that's what some of Kendra did. It's interactive, so it's. The kids can come up and manipulate it.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can do it like Lindsay, yours could be the one at the top and then this other one could be yours.
Okay, maybe without that. But I want you to much Friday.
Maybe story problem.
No, that's what it's covered, Wednesday.
Are you gonna do this specific one? So that it matches.
I don't know, we were, are you gonna be flexible or you want me to teach this?
Well, cause you already have a slide.
Well, that's fine, so you want me to do a anchor chart with this information? That's a lot to deal with, that's a lot to draw.
Oh, well, you don't have to draw those exact, what is that? Elks, no, dinosaurs, you don't have to draw dinosaurs.
But Miss Herbert can, no, don't let Miss Herbert fool you, she's an artist.
Yeah.
So,
Yo, keep going now, everybody gifts, huh? Okay, gifts to you. Gifts to you. What you gonna do the same? You do the same, can't
so
you?
you're gonna do this one and then you do that one.
You like no man?
If you're pulling this up on the presentation side, then no, I'm.
You like, don't do it too.
Those jungles and stuff on the infantry.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure, I didn't know you were gonna pull this up for me tomorrow. I thought you would just allow us to create something on the anchor chart.
Yeah, so you can create your own if you want, or you can create your anchor chart off of this.
Okay.
Specific.
Okay.
But I would probably increase the number because they're gonna.
Yeah,
go to,
I'm gonna be-
20,
right,
maybe
right.
13.
Yeah, that's fine.
And probably, I know I don't know if you're gonna draw 13 dolls, but maybe replicate something that looks like this, where they have 10
Mhm.
and 3 more.
Okay. Because we're gonna break down 13. And that says 12 and 3 more based on.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes,
based
I
on
did this, because they're
the
adding.
number problem.
Right, yeah, you can
So,
do 13 and
13,
maybe 3 more or
3 more.
something, yeah. Instead of drawing dolls, unless you wanna draw 13 dolls.
Well, they gonna be stick figures.
You can also just leave, like, you can make it two
Do
10
balloon.
You can do two
That's the
10
same thing.
frames, 2 10 frames, where they come up and put a sticky note to represent each doll.
Well, that'll be easy. That way I don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to, and remember, it's interactive, so it has to be like the students being manipulated.
Okay.
I have some small sticky notes, Miss Hubbard, that you could probably use.
And I try to include sight words that make these kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab an example that Kendra had. I don't think that's pretty.
graphing paper?
The grid paper, yeah.
Mhm.
They're right behind Miss Hubbard. I'll grab
Okay.
everything. So, you can grab it. She'll get it. She was looking for her other stuff. Okay, so this is what Miss Fernandez is doing. But. So when we said interactive, so she drew the manipulative sticky note, and the kids will place the sticky note on the
Okay.
10 frame. Something like that.
Oh, this is working. I said this is.
Let me see, no, it's not.
It's ugly.
No.
It's too small. I'm trying to.
Are you trying to do it
Yes.
across or you do it
Yeah.
right underneath each other?
I was trying to do both, but it looks fun.
One another.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
If I.
That's all right.
I don't want to use all your paper because I know
No,
you
just
got
fold it
somebody
up.
else's
I'll give it to
paper.
my 4-year-old. He's been asking me to
Oh.
bring home some big paper, and I'm like, son,
Reuse and recycle.
that's district resource. But
Yeah.
now let's chat. Yes, I'll bring you one. Yeah, you can do number 1 too.
Usually it's a picture of Trace. I'm going.
Okay, so what Miss Reyes did. I don't know if you just want to like place a sticky note,
Oh, yeah, for each one.
like 5 going across, just so
That'll give me a good idea.
yeah. Just at least 5 and then just drop it down.
Yeah. Thank you.
And to do it again.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, yes, because I don't want to be.
Need some snack on one.
So the kids can see the numbers with a partner.
So you want another one?
Yeah. The idea is, and then when you say
And that way the
interactive,
kids can interact.
the black and black, no Niantic, but black and black.
Yeah, you guys are gonna make my little 4-year-old so happy. I'm gonna come home
Are
and
you-
so
Yes.
Look, Christmas came early.
You're gonna be over it.
Got all the materials. Be creative.
Oh, you still need.
Bye, yes. No. Okay.
I'm trying to make an 8, and I didn't want to do the bubble bubbles, and I'm like, wait, how do you make an 8 the other way? My mind is like really, cause you know, normally I do this, but I didn't wanna
What's
do
wrong?
that.
Why?
This, that's how you do it.
What-
I had to think about that. I'm like, how do I make it?
Why don't you wanna do it this way?
Because I find when you do it on there. It's really fun. It's like, because you know, I don't know, it's just something when I use the number 8, that I be trying to, you know, let me do it that way. But I'm so used to.
Alright, do which 8,
I'm trying, but now I gotta say
which
it.
8 feeds your soul?
It's too hard. And see, now that's good, man.
Girl, well, we need to just.
I think you should just vote, yeah, I think you should.
Yeah, I could have just did both because that was ugly.
It's okay, please don't trash it.
I'm not.
There you go, Miss Lindsay.
Mhm.
Being a ruler, you good? That's good.
Got that much.
What are you trying to make real quick?
That's what I've been getting next week. So my mind is not big.
Yeah, that'll definitely do it to you.
Well, this-
Are 13. But on this particular day, I mean, I don't think
Okay,
they
so
model
the
it the
train yet?
way it is, but.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna do number train yet.
All right, so I'm just trying to figure out another way to just go, but I guess I use the 10 because they have the actual mass. So if you have to use the 10.
You could also, if you don't wanna use the 10
Right,
frame,
you're not using space.
you could do.
But I wanna make a group of 10 as well. On here it has 12 and count, oh, this is counting.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
just kind
so
of,
this is
but honestly,
13.
you could do, you don't have to use an ink, 10 frame, you could just have them use 13 sticky notes to represent 13. And you see how that's not even in a specific arrangement?
Well, then that way I can do the stop and jot and I have 13 kids, draw me 13 dollars.
You could do that too.
Let's say draw a group of 13.
Mhm.
Okay. So that would be an active activity there. So this would represent 13.
So they have to draw 13.
I have 13 kids, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that,
$13. And then I could have somebody else do the additional ones. So
Okay.
13 sticky notes here, blah, 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 blah. And I'll just put a dot for each one. Where they can see this group is 10. Got the extra 10. I just moved it over. I would
So
have put
they're
it all
gonna
the way
do-
over.
13 here, and then, and how much more are they adding? Four more.
Oh, I want to put the second group over here because we're counting.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay. So then
How many
here,
here? So it'd be 4 jumps.
right. 2,
3, 4.
Okay.
But they need to draw.
But right, I'm
So
still gonna
put
put that 4
dots,
dots,
yeah.
yeah.
And here, I'm gonna put.
Right.
And they have to determine, because they were supposed to listen to you read the story, right? 4 more, so they have to put 4 more in there.
Okay. They can tell me what should be written. Or if someone else can write what that should be. If they could tell me what that should be, is how many is in that group. Cause I've been noticing with my kids, when we're counting on, they're counting, they don't correlate that 11, 12, 13, 14, or whatever is a group of 4. They're just like the last number counted. That's like they figure that's how much is in the whole group. But I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I was
and even when you're counting on, how many more is in that group? Because when you make the number sentence, some of them are putting 10
That's okay.
plus the final answer. That's in a circle,
Uh-huh.
all right, instead of them going, yes, you have 10 and you have like 4 more, that's 11, 12, 13, 14. But 14 doesn't go on that second line. That's a group of 4. And when we count on, the final number is 14.
14.
But it makes it easier when they see the 10 group and that 4 at the top.
And I think
And
this
when
is
they do the
gonna
number
help,
sentence.
Yeah.
They did a lot better this time.
Okay,
with home
good.
retail.
cause that's basically what it is.
Uh-huh.
13 plus
Yeah.
the four.
I've been hearing you set
up, cause I've been.
But they were actually the final answer. They was like, and it's one of them wrote, but that's what they were shouting. I'm like, saying, what did you put on there? 14.
Yeah, I think it's support that.
Yeah.
Just have to make sure important. I was second grade, I was working with this week, I was like, yo, blank more right
Mhm,
here, that's
mhm.
how much more I have to add, like, you just have to emphasize that.
Yeah.
Maybe change your phone too, when you talk about.
Yeah, but that's all a part of learning.
Yeah.
That's what they were thinking.
Well, what happened? What did I mess up on?
Because it's supposed to be an interactive one, and I was doing an exemplar one, because I wasn't supposed to put no problem on there.
You're not supposed to put a what?
A problem, since it's interactive,
No.
it's supposed to be as we go.
Okay, this is perfectly fine.
But I already messed
Here's
up.
the not, no, you didn't. So you could go off of this problem, but what they're putting on here is what makes it interactive, so.
I know, but I messed up because I did this, and I don't know, yeah, I messed up because I was about to do this out. But if it's interactive, I wasn't supposed to do this part, but now I'm about to just show them how to do it from here to here.
That, I think it's fine. At least you have a number sentence that you're gonna start them off with. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay, you already have a problem for them, all they have to do is build this and this. So they're gonna build 8 here, and then 5 here,
Right.
but this here, cause there's an arrow, right? Yeah, there's an
Yes,
arrow. There's an arrow, you can draw an arrow here, and they gotta use all these manipulatives you have that's stuck on your pen frame. Transfer it here, and you're gonna make a pen.
No, I did it, but I'm just saying in my mind, I already did it. Yeah, so I'm about to just go ahead and make it, I know, but I'm about to go ahead and make it, and I'm just make another one when I go to my house.
You can do that too.
And it's like a white next first. And then I should.
This is a problem already.
But see, now, but my thing is, okay, so if I use this as an interactive one for them to put on, I already got 8+5 in here. And so my kids, I'm gonna be stuck on there, they're gonna be stuck on there, but I gotta show them, like, I want them to build 8 and 5 here, and then show them how to break this 5 down to get the 2 to make this a 10, and then they have the 3 left over, and then to show them how to come and fill it in here. Alright, you okay?
Yes.
Then if it's, so what I'm gonna do when I do my next problem, I'm gonna do that.
So just explain.
Yeah.
The new problem.
Yeah.
Do I just?
Or like one of those huge, you want some huge sticky notes? I have those huge sticky notes.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, and you can take these and use them for your manipulative.
He's different.
And then where I go from here, we can put it in there. I'm stuck. I'm looking already.
GT, you got me. It's that's
I know,
plain
I
that
know.
title, huh? G2.
They didn't label it really much back in. I didn't get pulled out.
That's why they put stuff in the kids on the inside.
We keep these or?
You can't help them if you ain't in there with them, just saying.
I was gonna be jail. And you used to get mad if you didn't get it once I explained it.
Got some ladies.
Gary, we
Boom.
keep this?
Yeah, you keep it, yes. Yeah, you guys can go.
Acceptable.
We don't have to show, it's all right. I expect to see you in your classroom next week. Yeah? In our classroom next week?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Can I have
Oh,
this?
okay.
Oh, hey, that's.
That was.
I would love more. Let me go get my son before I forget it again.
If I come.
What years last week? We did DDI last week.
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay, last one, you didn't make it.
another time you guys made it to keep, but it was interactive. Yes, we need more sticky notes.
Yes, please.
How's that? Okay, which side? You want that?
The sticky
that
note
side?
dealer.
I think you should keep
What do you
the
say?
small ones, exactly.
Mariah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
yours.
want to find a little bitty one back?
Oh, no, I was just taking 4.
They're cute.
Yeah,
Where you find a little bitty one?
No, now I gotta find out who's filling the anchor chart paper. Cause I'm on my file.
Somebody got,
Put in.
just put a request in.
Yeah.
They're somewhere, they're locked up somewhere.
Somewhere.
'Cause I put a
Do
request
your
in.
request. 'cause
And I
just
got
wanna
the
run
amount,
between.
yeah, I got, have the amount that I asked for.
Oh,
So,
for, okay.
there's a supply room somewhere around here that we don't know about.
I'm gonna wait till Dr. Paroli and start.
They used to have.
Yeah,
them
but I'm going
off
around
to
here.
the side.
People's probably taking them and putting them to the side.
Yeah, they used to be on the side, in that corner,
That's
and I don't
what
see
people
those.
This needs to know red, that's
They
me.
had to hide your paper.
Right?
Okay, because they don't get it.
You need anything?
I don't think so. Okay.
You need a box of markers too?
I said, I was trying to make sure I find out.
No, I have extra boxes of markers.
I will take, listen, I will take whatever you are, whatever you are.
I'll give you
I
a
don't
brand
mind.
new one of this.
You wanna ask them, are we not making that?
We're working on making takes this year.
Yeah.
Like the district ones or Smith?
Oh, last year, Kendra, y'all gave us a lot. We gotta.
We did.
So it's not like Kendra the sweet spot. Let me go change my position. I'm going to Kendra.
A lot of it takes, I was just wondering were we gonna do something?
That's in the plans.
That's in
It's
the
in the plans. We all try to fight for PLC days, yeah. You're welcome, thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Okay, what need help with Lizzie?
No,
Is this yours? Yes.
thank you.
See you later.
And the things.
You mind if I record a debrief? Sure. Okay.
Yes.
Video needs to run for 45 minutes.
Hello. Okay, so first, thank you so much.
Yeah,
For letting us come to sit in and learn from you and your teams and just see what are some things that we could take away. So we were doing a little bit of debrief, but I want Mr. Gray to be able to ask any questions or seek clarification on anything before.
Oh, I see. I left my keys. Excuse
Oh,
me.
yeah, you need that.
And I couldn't get in to go get my keys. Coach Thompson probably judging me now. Thank you.
So, I did ask Ms. Valerie earlier about, pre-work and just how she started and, she was telling me like, at first she was an overthinker, kind of like I am. And so when she went really simple, she, was able to get more product from the teachers. So we talked about like just something simple, like maybe sketching out your anchor chart, like your exemplar anchor chart. Or moving to asking quality questions that you could use for specific things, like because her objective was to increase discourse in the classrooms. They were doing the activity with their language objective. And so I was just asking her, I was like, so do they have a place where they put, like say for instance, the Stop and Jots? And she said that they had a poster in their classrooms where they put, the Stop and Jots and things of that nature. So I was like, oh, so I'm thinking like, well, that would be really simple because maybe I was going too deep as far as pre-work is concerned because, my administration really wants follow through on the pre-work, but if it's like overwhelming, then it's not going to get done. It doesn't matter how much admin wants follow through. So instead of giving them like a whole lot to bring to the forefront, it's easier to just give them something that's a little bit more manageable.
Bite-sized, right?
Because I noticed, like even here, they were supposed to come with their language objective, but she still provided them the opportunity to create it.
Yeah. I think this is less intimidating that way. At least for now, I'm gonna release, sooner or later, they're gonna have to do a little bit more pre-work than what I've been expecting, but at least they're comfortable with sharing with each other. That was another thing too. I was missing with my other colleagues where they have teachers present. A lot of the teachers would feel really anxious because they were just kind of thrown into it, without being scaffolded, basically. preparing them for it. So I did that intentionally so they can get a good feel, and even how that looks like. They need to, before they do it independently, right? We want them to try to do it with a partner, essentially, initially. So, yeah, it's bite size. Bite-sized mostly.
For yourself
Yeah, for
and
yourself.
for your teachers.
Yeah.
So what I did notice, Donna, was very aligned to your campus goals. So the student discourse, utilizing the QSSAs, the different strategies, and I can tell that that's where your pre-work was built, right?
Mhm.
Like where your focus is for planning. So in reflecting on that, Mr. Great, what are the current campus, I don't want to call them initiatives, but like those goals that way we can stay aligned and then we're backed up. Like there's a backup from your admin where this is why we're doing this during planning. So at this point on your campus, what is?
So, really, the main focus, for as far as planning is concerned, is lesson internalization. That's our campus focus. And, then we have been working with, Holland a lot on active observation